subscribe to the channel. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah! Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the YouTube channel. My name is Nick from Australia. Welcome to the Sunday Football Review for round 18 of the 2023 NRL season. We saw 2 games of football today. We saw an absolute demolition bloodbath where the Knights went down to Accor Stadium and beat the Bulldogs 66 points to nil. A very unexpected result there. And Manly getting over the Roosters 18-16 at Brookvale Oval in an absolute cracker of a game. I don't care what anyone says. Manly Roosters, game of the round. What a great game of footy. Both teams were so desperate. Both teams needed the 2 points badly. And in the end, the home faithful got Manly home. And they shit themselves in the last play. But what a game. Manly 18, Roosters 16. To help me review Sunday football, we've got Cody Games PlayStation. How are you, Cody?
Yeah, I'm going well, Nick. Thanks for having me on tonight. What we just saw was arguably the game of the round and one of the best games of 2023.
Yeah, and we also saw another snooze fest, 66-0. What the fuck?
I
didn't see that coming.
Just like a repeat of the Cowboys-Tigers game.
Mate, I didn't see that coming from the Knights. I tipped the Bulldogs going into it. I don't know what I was thinking. But, wow, Newcastle, they went absolutely nuts. Hello to the live chat. Hello to Field Plug, SS Storm Fan, Zant Pie, Jason Reader, Yeet Boy. Hello to everyone that's tuning in. I can see the live chat's getting a few more people in as we are on air. I don't think we'll be on here for a long time on the review. The first game, I don't think we'll spend a lot of time on. It was very, very bad to watch. Okay, I also have to admit this, right? So I don't usually turn any game off. I usually sit for every game, regardless of the score. But when Newcastle got to 40-0, I turned it off. I couldn't watch it. That was garbage. I couldn't sit there for another 25, 30 minutes. The game was over. 40-0. That is so disgusting at one point. What do you think of Newcastle, Cody? Obviously, after last week against Penrith, Newcastle were terrible. Couldn't even beat a Penrith team who had about 7 of their origin players out. But I turn it around this week and they win 66-0 over the Dogs. What'd you make of Newcastle?
Yeah, I think Knights played very, very well today. Wasn't expecting a huge scoreline, but yes, after that loss to origin-affected Penrith squad, they came out flying today and just proved they might make it still, but we'll just wait and see how it goes.
Yeah, I couldn't believe what I was watching. I was honestly in shock. The way Newcastle just showed up to Accor Stadium. I thought the Bulldogs would be up for this. They were at home. They had a lot of passionate Dogs fans out in full force there. I'm not sure what the crowd figure was at Accor Stadium, but there was a fair few Dogs fans there. It seemed like a decent crowd for a Dogs game, and they had a nice entrance onto the field, and the atmosphere was looking like a Bulldogs atmosphere, and Newcastle did not give a single shit. They just went bang, bang, bang. They killed them. It was demolition.
Yeah, it certainly was.
I couldn't believe what I was looking at. Now, Newcastle deserve a lot of praise. I still think they're a very inconsistent team, the Knights. They're very hard to get a read on. But this win for Newcastle really keeps their opportunity for the top 8 alive still. I'm not sure if I'll make the top 8, but it keeps them alive anyway. Keeps them
Certainly
alive.
does.
Now, Newcastle, they go to 13th on the live ladder. They're 3 points from 8th. So, there's still a chance for the 8, but they got to keep winning games. I think they have the bye this week coming, and then they play the Tigers down at Newcastle. And you think on form that'd be a win for the Knights against the Tigers, but with the way this season's gone, I don't think any game's a certain win. But well, yeah, I don't even know what to say about this game, bro. Jackson Hastings, he scored 2 tries. You know what? We'll go through all the tries. They scored 11 tries to 0. Hastings got 2. Bradman Best got a hat trick. Crossland got a double. Kurt Mann got 1. Greg Marzoo got 1. Anari Tuwalo got 1. I mean, Cody, like Newcastle, could you believe what you were watching?
No, I couldn't believe what I was watching.
Yeah. Now, look, Newcastle deserve all the praise in the world after that. Well done to them. But I got so many questions with the Bulldogs. Where do they go from here? Like, I know the West Tigers were beaten 74-0 last night, and that was the worst performance of an NRL team I've ever seen in my entire life. But how can the Bulldogs recover from this? I know they have to turn it around next week against South, which is going to be another tough game. But where do the Bulldogs go from here, bro?
I don't know. After that horrible performance, I think they're probably just going to keep continuing to lose and potentially get another wooden spoon, like they did back in 2021.
Well, they're a chance for the spoon. I don't want to say it because I know Bulldogs fans don't want to hear it, but they are still a chance for the wooden spoon. The Dragons and Tigers are only a game behind them. And the Bulldogs falling against just got worse today. Look, we're not going to target any of their main players because obviously it's a team effort and all of them were terrible. I can't name a good player for the Bulldogs. I've beaten 66-0. But that young fella, Khalid Rajub, I think I pronounced that correctly. I think he's a very talented young player, and he's got a massive future. But I knew things were going bad for him because he kept missing tackles. The Fitzgibbon try on him, the Hastings dummy on him. Rajab was terrible. Matt Burton's defense was terrible. Everyone was terrible. But fucking hell, I think Rajab missed like 4 tackles that led to tries, so that didn't help their cause. And then after that, Hayes Perham kept missing the mark every time. And then you had Alamotti and Avarillo who looked so lost out there. And Burton didn't know what he was doing. Reed Marnie was all over the place. The Dogs were garbage. They were deplorable. I don't think Cameron Ciraldo should even be considered to be sacked. But there needs to be question marks over the whole fucking team.
Yeah, definitely has to be.
How do the Bulldogs get up for next week, Cody?
Well, they'll have to improve greatly. There'll be a chance that Addo Carr and Burton will be recalled to Origin because the teams get selected tomorrow.
Surely not.
Well, the defense is the main problem. They need improvement defense.
There is absolutely no way in the world that any Bulldogs player should be playing Origin after that. Like, you can't fucking excuse that.
No.
I think, they'll probably pick Matt Burton, but there's no way they picked this fucking team. I can't believe what I was watching. That was deplorable, mate. That was seriously so bad. I know they've got a few injuries still, and I understand that, but I don't think any of their fucking starting players could have saved them today. That was horrible.
Yeah, very hard to watch. Just turn it off with half an hour to go.
I turned it off as well. I couldn't look at it. It was horrible to watch. There are reports, and I know it's probably fake news. There's a lot of rumors about Gus Gould being maybe, trying to move him on and whatnot. I can't see him moving on Gus. Gus got them some of their big name players. I know the Bulldogs are in the same spot as when Gus got there, but Gus wouldn't have got, if Gus wasn't there, they wouldn't have got fucking guys like Burton. They wouldn't have got Kickout. They wouldn't have got Crichton for next year. They wouldn't have got Bronson Xerri, who's going there next year as well. They can't get rid of Gus. That's bullshit.
No, he has to stay at the club.
I think the biggest problem with the Bulldogs, I think it's just the roster isn't good enough. It's just simple as that.
Yeah, and
The roster ain't
they
good
were
enough.
they were overhyped a lot.
Yeah. They always are. Every year they hyped up to be top 8, and I'm not going to lie, I fell into the trap of it this year. I thought they would do a lot. I thought this was the year where they could make the 8, but it just goes to show they're probably still a few more years away from that position, unless they go out and get a great halfback, or if they go out and they get a fullback that's quality, because they haven't got that at the moment.
Yeah, no, they don't. Yeah, still a couple more years until they at least are even considered finalists.
Yeah. I think next week they should go Burton and Flanagan in the halves. Put Jacob Kiraz at fullback or something. Change it up. Just bring some other players into the team.
Yeah.
Anyway, well done to Newcastle. Impressive win from them. Man, the match is hard to pick for the Knights. They had a lot of standouts. Obviously, Hastings, Crossland, Ponga, Best. Had a lot of players to choose from. Who would you say was player of the game for the Bulldogs Knights?
Yeah, tough to call. I'll go Braden Best for him getting a hat-trick for the first time in his career.
Yeah. I'm going to go with Jackson Hastings. Scored 2 tries. Jackson Hastings hasn't ran the ball a whole lot this year. He's sort of been standing there and kicking and not running. When Hastings is running the ball and he's taking the line on and he's game managing like that as a running half who can game manage, also run the ball very well. He's a very dangerous player, Jackson Hastings. He's a quality halfback. And I thought today it was the best game he's played in a long time. And it was good to see Hastings run the ball. So I'm giving Hastings man of the match, bro. 2 tries. I thought he played great.
Yeah, fair enough. I agree as well. I mean, Hastings played very, very well. Best game, arguably, in his career so far.
Well, from what I understand as well, Jackson Hastings apparently he's been carrying like an ankle injury or something, and that's why he hasn't ran the ball a lot this year. Well, his ankle looks fine now. I thought he was excellent today, so good on Hastings. Hopefully he keeps up the good form. All right, last game. Manly 18, Roosters 16. Go get a red, white, and blue pen and put a red pen through the Roosters' finals chances. They are gone. They are done for, bro. The Roosters are gone. I know you'd be happy about it as a South supporter, but I put a pen through them last week after the Canberra game, and I think it's now officially they're gone. I know technically they can still get in there, but if you have a look at the Roosters' run home and who they got to play, it's hard to imagine the Roosters getting into the top 8 from here. I know they're only 2 games or so from the 8, but have a look at their run home. It's a very tough one. I'm going to go through it. The Roosters run home from here. They play Melbourne, which will be a tough game. Titans at Cbus, another tough game. The Titans have been pretty good lately, so tough game there. Broncos at the Gabba, hard game. Manly at the SCG. Well, they just lost to Manly, so that'll be a 50-50 for the Roosters. Dolphins at Allianz, which, again, probably a 50-50 at the moment. Parramatta at CommBank, another tough game. Tigers at Allianz, which they should win. And then the Rabbitohs at a Core, which is, you'd say it's a Roosters loss, but it's the rivalry game, so you just don't know. Very tough run home for the Roosters, Cody. Would you put a pen through them now?
Yeah, most definitely. Red pen right through them.
Yeah, tough run home for the Roosters. Very tough run. Um, I thought in the first half, Cody, I thought the Roosters were the better team in the first half. They had a very nice first half. They had like 45% possession in that first half, and both of Manly tries. I mean, the first one from Cherry Evans was brilliant, and then the other one was off an intercept, which I think really earned the Roosters before half time. But the Roosters, Cody, I thought they were probably the better team in the first half, bro.
Yeah, they definitely were. They were playing well in defence, and yeah, and the intercept just hurt them a bit just before going to halftime. But yeah, excellent first half from the Roosters.
Yeah, no, that first half definitely hurt them. Obviously, Junior Pogo with the first try on that right wing. Good play from Joey Manu. And then, bro, the Cherry Evans try. How about this, right? They go out the back, the left side. Schuster, I think it was Brad Parker. He put the fend on Manu, got through, gave it inside to Garrick, chipped it over to Tedesco. Cherry Evans scored. Mate, that was a brilliant try.
Yeah, great try from Cherry Evans.
And then I think Manly went up 6-4 after that. And then the Roosters, and then that left-hand side, they got through. I think it was an offload. It might have been from Butcher. And he got it away to Tedesco. He went over and scored. Tedesco needed to do that. He needed that try.
Yeah, that was a good try from Teddy. I think it was Butcher who offloaded it to Teddy. But yeah, good try.
It was
Interesting
Butcher.
game to start off with.
It was Butcher or Radley. I'm trying to remember who it was.
Yeah, I think it was Butcher.
I think Keary threw the short ball, didn't he? And then Butcher got it away to Teddy, and then he went through. Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Roosters go up 10-6, and then, mate, there was about 2 minutes to half time. Roosters had a 10-6 lead, and then for reasons that I do not understand, I do not know why this happens, Luke Keary throws a shocking pass, intercepted by Cherry Evans, and he scores under the post. What the hell was Luke Keary thinking?
I don't know, honestly. I don't know what was in his mind.
Absolute madness. What was he doing? Should have just, I don't know why he did that. I couldn't believe what I was looking at. That was shocking. So Cherry Evans gets the intercept. He gets a double right on half time. Manly go in front 12-10. A hell of a first half of 40, back and forth game. Manly had the lead, and with 55% possession, Manly deserved the lead, but the Roosters were definitely the better team in that first half. So it was a weird old first half, really back and forth game. And then second half begins. Joseph Manu down that right edge scored for the Roosters. They needed that one.
Yeah, definitely did.
Yeah, very important try there for the Roosters. They go to 16-12 in front, and they're in front 16-12 for quite some time, and then Manly had a lot of possession. Roosters kept defending it. Roosters' defense, as they call it, the Bondi Wall, they were defending so well for a long period of time. And they had a couple of chances, the Roosters, to get down there, and I think there was a knock on. I think it might have been a tap back, and then I think Tedesco knocked the ball on, and the bounce of the ball went the wrong way. If they had it went the other way, there could have been a try to the Roosters and whatever. And then after a lot of Manly possession, a lot of building pressure, Josh Schuster gets a short ball to Ben Trbojevic. Obviously, Radley and Sandon Smith together as the combination is fairly new. And Schuster, who just re-signed with Manly, beautiful ball to Ben Trbojevic. Ben Trbojevic scores, and Manly level the game with about 8 minutes to go.
Yeah, it was a good try from Schuster into Trbojevic. It was game on at that point, honestly.
Burbo, as I like to call him, Ben Trbojevic, Burbo scoring that massive try for Manly. Garrick's conversion was absolutely massive. It had a huge impact on the game. He kicked the conversion under a lot of pressure. Manly go in front 18-16. And the Roosters did give away a high tackle, and I thought, well, Manly are just going to run this out. But the Roosters got their opportunity. They got down the other end. There was a massive line break. I think it might have been Corey Allen who made a huge line break. I was like, oh, shit, here we go. And then They put up a bomb, bro. Jason Sub knocks the ball on with a minute to go. Roosters scrum. Every Manly fan at Brookvale was shitting themselves.
Yeah, they were.
They were petrified by the ending. And then Roosters have a scrum. They spread the ball right. Nothing happens. 10 seconds to go. They go left. I think White gets tackled. And then the Roosters kick to the right-hand side, looking for Manu and Junior Pago. The kick was horrible. I think Hutchison kicked it from memory. I could be wrong. Someone let me know if I'm wrong. It was Hutchison or Sandon Smith. One of them kicked it, I think. And it was caught in goal by Tupilotu, and he knocked the ball dead. And Manly hold on 18-16 at Brookie. Manly now 1 point behind the Cowboys. Roosters now, I don't know where the Roosters go from here, bro. Cowboys are Manly now on
21.
19 competition points.
No.
Where do the Roosters go from here? That was a painful loss for them.
It was. They needed to win that game to stay in contention off the top 8. But with the tough road ahead for them, it's going to be a lot more difficult for them to try and catch up to the top 8.
They're going to have to beat a lot of the top teams now. Like they're going to have to beat Melbourne. They're going to have to beat Brisbane. They're going to have to beat Souths. They're going to have to beat Parramatta at CommBank. They've got a tough run, the Roosters. It's going to be very interesting to see how they go.
Yeah, and they've got their final bye next week as well.
I think they're gone. I can't see them making the 8.
No. Probably best position they'll finish is 11th, honestly.
Yeah, 11th or 10th for me. Maybe 9th if they're lucky. But who knows? I think they're gone for, bro. I really do. But no, this was a great game of footy. Really enjoyed it. Back and forth stuff. Seesaw battle. You know, Roosters lead, Manly lead, and Roosters back in front, and Manly take the lead back. I think there was about 6 lead changes.
Yeah, it was. First time we've seen in a long time that it went lead after lead after lead, and no team tonight got 2 tries in a row.
Yeah, crazy game. Crazy game of football. Manly get it done. Good on them. Very important win for Manly. Now, Cody, in 2 weeks' time, I will be at Brookvale for Manly vs Cowboys. You'll be there as well. All the lads will be there. It's going to be a big event. This Manly Cowboys game in 2 weeks is going to be a fucking blockbuster now.
Yeah, it's going to be a blockbuster, that's for sure. It's too hard to say who's going to win at the, for that game. Well,
yeah, massive game.
Can go either way.
Massive game in 2 weeks. Manly versus Cowboys. Looking forward to it. But yeah, Manly Roosters. Personally, my player of the game is Daly Cherry Evans. I thought he was outstanding today. Who's your player of the game?
Yeah, I agree. Daly Cherry Evans, and I think him getting that intercept really put Manly on the radar after that.
Yeah, that really helped him, I thought. No, great game of footy. Manly get it done, and the Roosters can't claim robbery this week. So
No.
I know last week a lot of their fans were upset against the Raiders. Obviously, that forward pass to Hopper Wade didn't help them, but they can't claim robbery this week. They had they had a chance to win, but they just couldn't hold on.
No, they couldn't.
Yeah. Anyway, Cody, thanks for coming on the review, bro. I really appreciate your time this afternoon.
Yeah, no worries, Nick. Thanks for having me on. It was great to be back on your channel, and bring on round 19 this week, and I'll be at the Rabbits Bulldogs game next Saturday.
Well, I'll be looking forward to the vlog then. Souths and Dogs should be good. South Sydney is 6th on the ladder, bro. So it's a big game for you. You guys could go back up into the top 4 if a few results come your way. Actually, funny enough, you need Melbourne to. Oh no, did Melbourne play this weekend? They don't.
No, Melbourne got their final bye as well.
I was gonna say you might get back in the top 4, but I don't think you will unless. Well, you could go to 5th if Canberra get beat and you guys win. So hopefully the Dragons beat the Raiders for you.
I hope. Well, we'll actually fall to 7th because Eels still need to have their bye as well. Their bye needs to be added on as well.
Oh, yeah, and their for and against is better than yours. Yeah, okay.
Way better.
Interesting. All right, well, guys, thanks for watching the Sunday Football Review. If you enjoyed the review, don't forget to like and subscribe. Subscribe to my channel and Cody Games PlayStation channel as well. But have a good night, everyone, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Full time, night 66, Bulldogs 0, Manly 18, Roosters 16. See you in the next one.